Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Matthew and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, then welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, then thank you so much for clicking on this video. So for today, we're going to do something a little bit different. Most of my videos, actually all my videos, are reaction videos, whether it be to TV shows or to movies. So far, most of my content has been very like 90s heavy. However, my favorite genre, pretty much of TV shows and of movies, is literally anything from the early 2000s. So that's what we'll be doing today. We are going to be doing one of my favorite things, which is giving my opinion on different movies. And specifically, we're going to be ranking all of the most iconic movies from the early 2000s. 'Cause you're everywhere to me, and when I close my eyes. Now, I may have slipped in like one or two like late 90s ones. For the most part, they're early 2000s movies. These are the movies that I grew up on. These are comfort movies. They're movies that I return to whenever I want to just feel happy, feel relaxed. Sometimes life can get, really stressful and can be overwhelming. And so these are the movies that I turn back to. And I know a lot of people have very similar feelings on these movies as well. I made the tier list myself. So I kind of collected the movies that I thought were the most iconic from that era. And I also created the tier rankings. So I say we just dive right in. All right, so I'm debating. Okay, first, let's just get into the tiers, okay? So at the very top, we have HBIC. Now, many people know HBIC had in charge. Now, if you are familiar with any of my videos that I've been posting recently, I'm on my Buffy the Vampire Slayer journey. I have been watching that show for the very first time, and I'm on season 2 right now, in the middle of season 2. Every time the Buffy comes on the screen, I call her the HBIC because she just kicks fucking ass. And so that's kind of like top of the top. No one can beat it. There's never been anyone like it since. So that's HBIC. So if you're up there, that's like similar to God tier, All right, next, boots on and work. This is another thing that I say in my Buffy videos, which is basically just, it's almost at HBIC, so it's almost a God tier, but it's not exactly there at the top of the top, but it's like iconic. So it's iconic, but it's not God tier, like it's not one of the greats. Has potential. Kind of speaks for itself. It's good. It's middle ground. It's good, but it's not great. Useless and disappointing. We don't need to, if you're familiar with these movies, then you know that it's from one of the most iconic movies on this list, A Cinderella Story.
Because waiting for you is like waiting for rain in this drought. Useless and disappointing.
And basically, it's just there. So it's not terrible, but it's not like super memorable like the tiers above it. And then for a final one, we have
death to all of them.
All right, so what order should I go into? I'm debating if I should do order of actor, because there's multiple videos that have the same actors in them, or if I should go based off of the random order that it presented itself in. What should we do? Let's do, I guess we'll just go in the order that it's there. Starting off strong, she's the man.
Ow! Oh, for the love of God! It burned!
When my eyes are closed, I see you for what you truly are, which is ugly. We're done. Like, there's just so many. I was gonna say I don't go a day. I go day, but I maybe don't go a week without quoting this movie. There's so many memorable quotes. This is Amanda Bynes' best performance. And what's really unfortunate is that she said, years after, that she actually really did not enjoy watching herself in this role because she didn't like seeing herself as Sebastian. But like, Amanda, you're an icon. You're a legend for this movie. It is so good. Just so many memorable quotes. And then the fact that it's based off of Twelfth Night by Shakespeare, it is so incredible. I'm pretty sure we watched this movie because I read Twelfth Night when I was in grade 7, and I'm pretty sure we watched this movie in elementary school, which is also just iconic. I got a lot of common knowledge. Like, just everything is just fucking hilarious. So HBIC starting off strong. Aquamarine. I used to have the biggest crush on Sarah Paxton when I was a wee little one. I think I just thought she was blonde and she was pretty, and so I liked her. All right, and then you have two other icons, JoJo and Emma Roberts. Now, if you're asking me when I was like 7, I would have said probably Boots On and Work, but it's a mid-tier. It's good. It's definitely not useless and disappointing because it's fun and it's good. I haven't watched it in years, but for what it was a good movie, but it's not anywhere close to iconery of She's the Man. Cheaper by the Dozen 2.
This guy is so competitive.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Eugene Levy, Steve Martin, Bonnie Hunt. Are you kidding me? Hilary Duff. Are you kidding me? Honestly, and I will go to say this, and it's gonna kind of spoil, you know, maybe when the first one comes in the list, which is coming up. But Cheaper by the Dozen 2 is better than Cheaper by the Dozen 1. And there are 2 sequels. There's 3 sequels on this list, actually, where it's better than the first. And Cheaper by the Dozen 2, it's funnier. It's more exciting. I mean, you have Eugene Levy. Iconic lines. Iconic. Gives him the wine. He goes, gonna have to let this baby age another 200-300 years, Tom. Like, what an insult, but so good. Oh my God. Mimosas at noon. I say that. Anytime I have mimosas, I go, mimosas at noon. You have to get into it. Another one, guys, Legally Blonde.
Oh, hi. My name is Elle Woods.
The blueprint, some might say. I think that Legally Blonde is one of the smartest, most well-written comedies of all time. And people will say, oh, it's a chick flick, and they'll probably underestimate it. But the storytelling and the lines are just so smart. And just even the whole character arc of Elle and how she goes from being, you know, someone that's kind of an underdog and she's viewed in a certain way. And the whole movie is her trying to deconstruct that, you know, be taken seriously. But she still doesn't lose the essence of who she is. And I think that's so important because there's so many movies, the character will have growth or they'll have like a makeover, but they lose so much of who they originally were. She never loses sight of who she was. And I think that is why this movie has honestly stood the test of time, because it is a classic. The sequel we don't talk about. All right, Cheaper by the Dozen, the original. Sorry, definitely not Death. I don't watch this one that much. To me, it doesn't have the replay value that the second one does. No, I'm going to say it has potential. Good for its time, but if I'm going to rewatch something, I'm picking the sequel over the first one any day. Herbie Fully Loaded. I love Herbie Fully Loaded. Now we're getting into Lindsay territory, and like people that know me in my personal life know that like I've been rooting for Lindsay since I was a kid. Oh, I had the biggest crush on her when I was a kid. Her and Hilary Duff were like my two, like they were top of the top for me. And it was always like, which one do I like more? And I was like, well, I don't know. And it was like Hilary Duff, I like loved her music when I was a kid. And then Lindsay, I loved her movies. So I was able to kind of do both. Yeah, Herbie Fully Loaded. It's just a fun summer movie. And I feel like it's kind of underrated, kind of goes under the radar. It's not really talked about as like a classic like 2000s Disney movie, but it's actually really good. And I recommend people watch it. It's fun. It's you know, it's exciting, and there's race car driving, which is just enjoyable to watch. So I would recommend watching it. I think it's underrated, but it's good. I mean, HBIC, need I say more? Mean Girls, so many iconic lines.
Not like a regular mom, I'm a cool mom. Right, Regina?
Please stop talking.
Like, just so many. Like, obviously there's Fetch. Is butter a carb? Nice wig, Janice. What's it made of? Your mom's chest hair. Jumbo. A new student here from Africa. Welcome. I'm from Michigan. Like, just so many good lines. The cast is just incredible, and they had so many actors from SNL, which I think just really made the comedic timing perfect. I mean, Tina Fey wrote the script, and obviously she's also from SNL. You can watch it as a teenager and you can connect with it. You can watch it in your 20s and you can still connect with it. You can watch it as a grown-ass adult and you can still connect with it. Like, it just is one of those movies that is timeless, and I think it's always going to be timeless. All right, Cinderella story.
You're not very pretty, and you're not very bright.
Another one, HBIC. See, right here, this was my childhood. Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff. This is definitely Hilary's, I think, her best movie. I mean, you got Jennifer Coolidge. Like, you're not very pretty, and you're not very bright. It's so moist. It's the Botox. Can't show emotion for another hour and a half. Like, it's just so good. I think the fact that she's in that movie really escalates it from like a teen movie to a movie that anyone can enjoy to like of any ages. It also has an amazing soundtrack, as we know. Ice Princess is, I think, yeah, Ice Princess is next. I haven't watched it since Michelle's passing. I wanted to watch it when the news first came out, but I don't know, it's kind of difficult for me. I've been rewatching Gossip Girl actually, and she's obviously in Gossip Girl as well, but there's something about Ice Princess that just feels so much like, when I think of her, I think of Ice Princess. So I haven't rewatched it since, but this movie I watched a lot as a kid. I'm gonna say it's on par with Herbie. I watched it a lot as a kid, and I think it's just, again, it's another one that has such an amazing message, and it's just about believing in yourself and not letting other people dim your shine, but also not let other people tell you what you can or can't be. And I think that's such an important message that anyone of any age can be reminded. And Kim Cattrall is also in it, and she's great. And Hayden Panettiere is also in it. Like, the cast is stacked. What a Girl Wants. Another one, Boots On and Work. I like it a lot. I don't love it. It's obviously not top of the top for me. Like, if I'm going to throw on an Band of Minds movie, if I'm going to throw on why can't I say that?
Like, can you speak? Speak normal. Speak like an educated adult.
If I'm going to throw on an Amanda Bynes movie, I'm definitely going to She's the Man over What a Girl Wants. And it's also the same guy from Raise Your Voice is in this movie as well. Do I have Raise Your Voice on here? I don't. Maybe for a part 2. High School Musical 3. We have all the High School Musicals in here because I couldn't do, a 2000s movie thing without talking about High School Musical. I don't think people understand. No, I feel like the people that are watching this video are people that grew up during this time, like me, okay? But like, people nowadays don't understand the impact that High School Musical had on our generation. Oh my God. It was incredible. I remember I was in New York City on a trip when High School Musical 2 came out. And I remember back home, I had to record on the VHS tape because they were showing the movie. And we obviously were on a trip, so I'm not going to like sit in my hotel room and watch the movie. I had to record it on a VHS, and I had to wait. I had to wait like 3 days to watch it. And it was a huge event.
Next, the East High Wildcats are back.
What are you doing here?
I'm the new lifeguard.
It's the world television premiere of Disney Channel's newest original movie, High School Musical 2.
Oh my God. Yeah. So people don't understand. Everyone wanted to be Troy, Gabriella, Sharpay. Everyone dressed up like them for Halloween. Everyone was singing their songs. There was a contest you could enter to like go to the premiere, and you would have to sing one of the songs from the first one. I did. I'm not going to say which song I sang, but I sang a song and we had to film a video. Oh my God. The cultural impact that High School Musical had is just incredible. Now, High School Musical 3.
Child. Anyway, so.
I remember at the time I really enjoyed High School Musical 3. Just the production value was so much more elevated than the other ones. However, it doesn't have the iconic songs. The iconic songs and the iconic scenes, I think, really are what make a great High School Musical film. So, do I put it? I think I do. Not useless and disappointing. Okay, it's under useless and disappointing, but it's not a useless film in the storyline, but it's just not memorable. Like, I don't really think about it. When I think about High School Musical, that one doesn't even cross my mind. I think about scenes from the first and second one before I think about the third. People are going to hate me in the comments below, but you know what? I think if you had to choose which one is the least memorable, I think everyone would maybe agree with this one. High School Musical 2. I'm putting it... A High School Musical movie needs to be at the top of the top. It needs to be HBIC, and I'm putting the sequel up there because everybody wanted to go to summer camp. Everybody wanted to go there. Everybody, every kid my age wished that they could be in the summer musicale, because it wasn't the spring musicale, because the spring musicale was in the first one. Everyone wanted to be in the summer music contest. Who else? Everyone wanted to be laying by palm trees by a pool.
If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, like, I honestly feel bad for you. Like, I cannot explain it. Like, I don't have the vocabulary to sit here and explain, like, either you get the vibe or you don't get the vibe. And be super saturated in color. Because they were tanned as fuck in this movie. That saturation was high. And I think the thing is that High School Musical 2 still seems within the same universe as the first High School Musical. I think the third one, even though the production value is so much greater, so you would think like, oh, it would like stand out in a good way. But I feel like it almost takes you out of that universe, and it feels like a completely separate movie than the first two, because the first two were made for TV movies, but there's a different vibe to it, you know? And so I think that High School Musical 2 is the perfect sequel. While we're at it, let's just do High School Musical 1. Boots On and Work. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good one. I mean, a cultural reset, like what I said.
It started off small and it turned into this huge thing.
Why are we here?
because clearly High School Musical, we're huge fans.
Like, okay, yeah, we had Camp Rock afterwards, but it's not Camp Rock never touched the success of High School Musical. And even though the Jonas Brothers were huge, and then Demi Lovato blew up and all this stuff, the cultural impact that High School Musical had on our asses was insane. It was just fun, and it was like our version of Grease. All right, now we have Parent Trap.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
So Parent Trap, we're sneaking in a little 90s moment here, but I had to, because The Parent Trap is one of my favorite movies. It's going to HBIC. It is probably in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. As a kid, I found it kind of boring, but as I've gotten older, I've really just appreciated the essence of it and the way it's filmed and the storyline, and just the vibe of it is so cozy. It's a Nancy Meyers movie. She's done a bunch of movies, and they all kind of have a similar feel to them and similar look. Of all the Lindsay Lohan movies, that one is definitely one that I rewatch to this day, probably the most. All right, look at this. It's like Lindsay, Hillary. Guys, if you were there for the feud back in the day, oh my God.
When I heard that Lindsay was going to be on Saturday Night Live, I knew she was going to make fun of me. You might also know me from the pages of Us Weekly as the girl who's always fighting with Hillary Duff. I wasn't honored. I don't think it's an honor to be made fun of on Saturday Night Live. Our whole feud is so yesterday. We didn't do anything derogatory towards her. I'm not here to talk bad about her like she talks bad about me all the time. And I just knew that it was going to happen. I'm sorry if she felt offended, but I thought things were cool. So, Hillary, I don't want to start anything again.
And as someone that was a fan of both of them, I was like, why am I put in the middle of this? Cadet Kelly, not one of my favorites. Honestly, I never watch it. Hillary Duff in a military school is just not what I want to see again. Freaky Friday. I mean, if I can just speak my truth. Freaky Friday, I think, is my favorite movie on this list. It is in my top 5 of all-time favorite movies, and I will die on that hill. I am so excited for Freakier Friday. I know it will not amount at all to the original, but it is just like, it's just so good. I rewatched this movie probably the most out of all the movies on this list. It never gets old. Jamie Lee Curtis is hilarious in this movie. Jamie Lee Curtis should have gotten an Oscar for this and for Halloween. School of Rock, HBIC, come on, Jack Black, Joan Cusack, like, oh my God, it is hilarious. So good.
Well,
Hairspray.
Is Michael Jordan ever going to stop talking about basketball? No, he's not. A-Rod's talking about baseball. I'm going to fucking talk about Hairspray, whether you like it or not.
Another one. I just rewatched this movie last week with my brother and my cousins, and so we love this movie. Nikki Blonsky, girl, cameo queen, apparently.
You can.
Like, I had no idea. Again, a stacked cast. Yeah, Amanda Bynes, Zac Efron, Queen Latifah, Michelle Pfeiffer, John Travolta. Oh my God, like just so, Christopher Walken, like so many. James Marsden, so many. Brittany Snow, the list goes on. The music is great. The cinematography is amazing. The sets are amazing.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference, put it in a blender, shit on it, vomit on it, eat it, give birth to it.
It's one of the best, I think, adaptations of like stage to film adaptations. I think it's just incredible. Princess Diaries 2, another one. Guys, this category is filling up. It's stacked. Princess Diaries 2, it is just Julie Andrews, Anne Hathaway. It is so good.
Are you sassing your grandma?
I think the storyline of her having to become queen and then having to like find a prince, and then in the end she's like, actually, I'm gonna do it on my own. Great, you do you. Great storyline. Confessions of a Teen Drama Queen, HBIC, another one. Lindsay, this one is honestly one of my favorites. It is just so fun. And as someone that grew up as a theater kid and someone that always loved putting on shows and performing and acting and all that stuff, I could definitely relate to the character to a certain degree. And just having big dreams and feeling like where you live, you kind of have to limit those dreams, and that imagination can't run or your imagination would run so free because you had to keep it as an imagination. You couldn't put it into reality as much as you kind of want to. Again, this one is also underrated. 13 going on 30, controversial, boots on and work. It is great. It's great. I love that, like, my friends call me Maddie. Like, that's like a nickname. Like, some friends and family call me that. And so whenever I think of that nickname, I always think of the movie, which is like, Maddie, Thriller. And they do the Thriller dance. It's so good. It's just not one. I don't rewatch it. Actually, I've watched it more than High School Musical 2. We're going to put it up. Sydney White, such a great retelling of like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Again, it's another underrated one, but if you want to watch something that's based out of a college dorm, it's maybe a bit more grown up than some of these other movies on this list that might be like based more in high school. If you haven't seen it in a while, I recommend a rewatch. Lizzie McGuire movie. Paolo Versari.
I demand for you to tell me everything you know about this Lizzie McGuire.
You can't get more iconic than this movie. Let's just put it up here. Lizzie McGuire. See what I'm saying? You have Freaky Friday at the first one and Lizzie McGuire second. Lindsay and Hillary. Even how many years later? Like 20 years later, and they're still feuding. The girls are fighting still for top spot. What can I say about the Lizzie McGuire movie? Miss Ungermeyer, piece of this, piece of the Ungermeyer. You know what they call that? Sneaky little brown nose with a hidden agenda. Yeah. Parents, shut your pie holes. We're on a mission here. Got some gelato. Apparently it is double the amount of sugar. Better make that 2 scoops. Amazing. And then you have obviously the iconic Lizzie and Isabella reveal, plot twist of the millennium. What dreams are made of alone, it makes this HBIC. And then the whole thing of that, like, there's just so much iconery that comes from this movie. And then Trisha Paytas years later trying to do a recreation of it, and then Hilary Duff commenting, LOL. Oh my God, Hillary, I fucking love you. Euro Trip. Okay, we got another Michelle one. This one I just watched for the first time, end of last year. Some buddies of mine were like, oh, have you ever seen Euro Trip? And I'm like, no, I've never seen it. It is so funny. I'm gonna put it in Has Potential because I can't put it, I've only watched it once, but it is really funny. But I can't put it above the other ones because I haven't lived with it for as long. All right, we're gonna end off here with the last one, which is My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
He doesn't eat meat.
He don't eat no meat? What do you mean he don't eat no meat? Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I make lamb.
I'm going to have to put it in HBIC. What I'm noticing in these movies is that a lot of the storylines are about these characters that are like discovering themselves and seeing what their potential is as a human being and how they can grow and how they can succeed, but without, discovering a new version of themselves, but without changing the essence of who they are as a human being. And I think that that's a really important message. And I think that honestly, we should have more movies like this. Where are the 2000s comedies? Where are they? Where are the feel-good movies? Why do all of our comfort movies have to be old movies? Let's bring this genre back. I am going to be ride or dying for these movies. If you're like me and these are your comfort movies, comment below which movies you would rank in your top 5, which ones you rewatch the most, if you agreed, if you disagreed with me. If you want to see a part 2 of this, because I'm sure there are so many other movies. We can even do like music, like 2000s artists. Oh, there's so many options. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.